Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine self on the steps, shimmy up inside. The slide girl by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll them down, park them up, cruise around, get stuck. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes up. I made a deal with the man on the moon. He's gonna put in some overtime. We got all night. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine selves on the steps, shimmy up inside. Yeah, we can run this town. You know I'll rock your world. Come on. Let's roll, let's ride, let's run this town tonight.
Let's roll. Let's roll.
You guys play the best country.
You're in Big Z Country, Z107.5.
I still believe in fairy tales. I still believe in picking flowers. I still believe in getting lost in someone's eyes and talking for hours. I still believe in shooting stars. I still believe in midnight drives and butterflies you get right before you kiss for the very first time. Love, how many times can a heart break? And love, how much weight can a soul take? And love, I don't know where you ran off to. But love, I still believe in you. I still believe in miracles. I still believe in wedding rings and Bibles. I still believe the best walk you will ever take is walking down the aisle. Love, how many times can a heart break? And love, how much weight can a soul take? And love, I don't know where you ran off to. But love, I still believe in you. Yeah, I still believe in you. I still believe that you'll come knocking on my door when I least expect you to. You'll give me something I can hold. You'll pull me through. 'Cause that's what you do. That's what you do, love. Yeah, that's what you do, love. Love, how many times can a heart break? Love, how much weight can a soul take? Love, I don't know where you ran off to. But love, oh, love, I still believe in you. I still believe in you. Yeah, I still believe in you.
We play
Wow, what a year!
and the winner is award-winning music.
The newest and best country is on Big Z Country, Z107.5. Big Z Country, Z107.5 is KXKZ Ruston, West Monroe.
Well, it's about that time on Z107.5 for Southern Outdoors on your radio dial. It ain't just hunting, it's a way of life. From them Louisiana swamps to them skyscraping pines. Talking about bass, bucks, ducks, squirrels, turkeys, and hogs. Gulf Coast fishing and gigging bullfrogs. We talk about it all. It's about that time for Southern Outdoors. It's a way of life for them backwoods country folks. From the deer stand to the duck blind, here in Sportsman's Paradise. It's Southern Outdoors on Z1075.
Here's the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show with your hosts, Brandy Watson and Todd Causey.
Welcome to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. I'm your host, Brandy Watson, along with Todd Causey, who is over there doing his production stuff, and I don't even think he can hear me right now.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I was listening on the headset.
Look, and we've got a really good show for y'all tonight. We have special guest Alan Johnson with the ULM Wesley Foundation 3rd Annual Sportsman's Auction coming up Thursday, August the 14th at the Lee Joyner UMC. So, Alan, welcome to our Southern Outdoors. Welcome to our show. Now, tell us a little bit about this sportsman's auction and what it represents and what all you're going to have going on for this event.
Good deal. Yeah, thanks for having me. We're really excited. Like Brandy said, it's our 3rd annual auction. We have a really special guest this year, though. Travis T-Bone Turner from the Bone Collector Show is going to be there that night with us. He'll be hanging out and meeting folks and telling some hunting stories. And so we're really pumped about him being there.
And that's a good reason to come right there in itself to meet him and hear some of his hunting stories.
Absolutely. That should be enough. But there's even more than that. We have a jambalaya dinner that night cooked by some awesome folks in Rayville who do a really good job of cooking jambalaya. We got some awesome desserts going to be there that night. We're doing a little kind of a dessert auction at each table where you can put money in an envelope and you'll pick the best dessert if you have the highest bid at your table.
Oh, that is neat.
So we're pumped about that. And then we have, following dinner and everything else, we've got a live auction. We have several really, really good items. We've got a 2-man deer stand. We've got an AR-15 rifle. We've got a 2002 Honda Foreman that we're fixing up to make look really nice, and it runs real good, that we're going to auction off, and several hunts, and then also some golf packages, some football stuff, and things like that.
Well, that'll be awesome. I mean, you get to come out. You get to come out for a good cause for the ULM Wesley Foundation. You get to come out for that. And the ULM Wesley Foundation is actually a Christian organization.
Right. I can elaborate.
You can elaborate.
We're a campus ministry at ULM. We work with college students year-round. And particularly what we do, we kind of have 3 main words we say at Wesley a lot, and that's come, grow, and serve. And so our big deal is that when students come onto our campus, we want them to have a place where they feel welcomed, where they can make some friends, build relationships, and just have kind of a home away from home, so to speak. And we try to go out on campus and just be really inviting and welcoming to students, no matter what's going on and what we're doing. And then the idea is that hopefully that some of those students will make Wesley their home, and the grow aspect of our ministry gives us a chance to help them grow in their faith in Christ. And we do that through weekly worship services. We have small discipleship groups that meet throughout the week at different times. And then we have some, other options where students can grow. They can be a part of our leadership team, where they really take a deeper step in their walk of faith and really learn to serve, which is the last part of what we do. Because ultimately we know that most students that we interact with, we're going to be around them for 2 to 3 years, depending on when they start coming and how long their college career may last. And so at some point they're going to leave ULM and they're going to go out into the world. And what we hope and pray for is that they become the servants of Christ that they've been called to be. And so that whether they land in Ruston or Texas or China or wherever it is, and no matter what kind of job they have, that they're serving Christ through that job. So.
And that's always a wonderful thing. That's one thing that we try to instill. We're both, churchgoers, and we, fought to keep the Bible verse on Southern Outdoors, and to have a Christian organization like that to come together with hunters and actually put on the annual Sportsman's Auction, I think is an amazing thing. And to bring people closer to Christ, I think that y'all are doing an amazing job, and God bless y'all for that.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
And I mean, you're actually, coming to this event. You actually, get the Christian experience. You get to meet T-Bone Turner. You get some jambalaya, which is Louisiana great jambalaya.
Absolutely.
You get desserts, and you get an auction. I mean, where else would you want to be come August the 14th?
I can't imagine that you'd want to be anywhere else. We're real excited, too. One of our students has been in Mexico all summer as part of a missionary group where he's been leading volunteer teams, and they build houses for families in Acuña, Mexico, which is across from Del Rio, Texas, and then in Juarez, which is across from El Paso. He's been down there all summer. He's coming back this week, and he'll be there that night kind of sharing his story of how God has worked in his life and led him into that ministry, and then kind of what his future's looking like, and he's going to have some pictures and stuff. So he's going to share a little bit that night, too, so we're pumped about having him there.
Oh, well, that'll be great. You're listening to Hickson Ford, Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your Nomi's Tech Tip, and we will be back with more about the 3rd Annual Sportsman's Auction, Thursday, October the 14th at the Lee Joyner UMC.
Here's another Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Tech Tip, brought to you by Nomi's Pawn and Gun in Jonesboro.
Come to the biggest little store around, Nomi's Pawn and Gun in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Diamonds, jewelry, guns, big screen TVs, tools, and a whole lot more. Purchase a scope, Nomi's will mount it free of charge. Free bore sighting, 0% down and no interest on 12 months, same as cash. Nomi's has been in business for 30 years. Nomi's Pawn and Guns, where you get everything from diamonds to double barrels. 418 Allen Avenue in Jonesboro, Louisiana. Welcome to Southern Outdoors Tech Tip, brought to you by Nomi's Pawn and Gun, where you can get anything from diamonds to double barrels. So go by and see Sonny and tell him Southern Outdoors sent you. Here's a few tips for preparing for archery season. Tip 1. Inspect the quality of your arrows. With carbon shafts, the days of slightly bent aluminum are mostly in the past. Still, it can happen, and you want to look for a splintering as well. Examine the fletching to ensure it's firmly secure. And if you've purchased new arrows, I suggest firing all of them at a target at least once to test the consistency. It is rare, but from time to time you can get a bad arrow that just will not shoot consistent. Tip 2, check your string. I have my string changed every couple years, whether it needs it or not. Those who bow hunt more than me will probably do it more often. But the wear and tear from shooting, humidity, heat, and time of field will fray the lines. At the very least, wax your bowstring to earn more mileage. Tip 3, slow down when practicing. I don't care if you're shooting in the backyard, at a range, or down the hallway of your home. Take your time and make deliberate shots. Unless you've incredibly lucky or the deer is incredibly stupid, you're likely to get only one shot at a big buck. Make range time all about consistently drawing back your bow to your anchor point, locating your target, and following through on the shot. It's not a race. Tip 4, keep your head down. Just like in golf, you will drastically alter your intentions by raising your head too quickly to watch where the arrow goes. If you want to follow through with the release all the way until it smacks the target. I know it isn't easy to get excited when shooting a game, but trust me, keep your form steady and let the arrow do the work. No point jerking your head up to keep sight of the deer. That's what the blood trail's for. Tip 5, practice different shooting angles. It is better It is bitter hot outside right now, and scaling a pine with my climber to fire at foam or tree stand shots is out of the question until the sun tames its fury. But it's invaluable practice. 99% of us will be shooting from the trees, and the impact of the arrow is always higher at that angle than on flat ground. Remember to aim lower. Tip 6, practice in your hunting gear. Each year we have to purchase new hunting gear and want to make sure you can draw and shoot without that gear getting in the way. And tip number 7, shoot the arrows you plan to hunt. We all know the story of expandable broadheads. Shoot like field points. Some do, some don't. Check it out before hitting the woods. And this has been your Southern Outdoors Tech Tip.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
And welcome back to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. I'm your host, Brandy Watson. Don't forget, download that Red Peach Radio app on your Android or iPhone. It's free. And listen to us anywhere in the world, Canada to Costa Rica. Hey, you can even listen to us in Oregon all the way to Maine. So, anywhere in the world. Also, you can also go to www.z1075fm.com and check us out on the World Wide Web. And we, like I said, tonight we have Alan Johnson in with us. We're actually talking about the third annual Sportsman's Auction coming up Thursday, August 14th at the Lee Joyner. Now, tell us a little bit more about this and how it actually got started.
Okay, yeah, about 3 years ago, we were trying to think of a way to engage with the community and let people know more about Wesley and what's happening on our campus. And we're basically like a mission outpost there at ULM. So we're sponsored through the Methodist Church of Louisiana, but the money that we get from them, which kind of comes from all the churches around the state that are Methodist, they put their money into one pool basically, and we get a portion of that for our ministry. But it only covers about a third of our annual budget. So we need to raise money to continue ministry on the campus. And so, we do that through individuals and by going to churches and just making connections with people. And hopefully at some point, too, our alumni, will give back to us. But we were really needing kind of a shot in the arm. And so a pastor in Rayville, John Robert Black, he's not there anymore, but he was on our board of directors, and he got together with one of his church members and thought, what if we did some kind of a sportsman's auction? That could be a good way to raise funds, and that's something that will really click with people in the area. And so we had just hired another guy on staff named Dustin Ratcliffe, who is moving to Alabama as we speak to start seminary. But he and John Robert got together, and they built this thing kind of from the ground up. And so Phil Robertson was real gracious 2 years ago and came and spoke for us, and then ever since then we've just been trying to build it and make it better and do something different every year. And so we're real excited to have T-Bone come in, which really kind of spices things up a little bit, because last year we didn't have a speaker. And then we're also just really pumped about our auction items. I mean, we continue to get in some really quality hunts and during the next break, I'm gonna try to find the information about one of them that should be really good.
That's what I was gonna be one of my questions is where are some of the hunts actually gonna be?
Right, right.
When you get a chance to actually go on a hunt, people are like, huh?
Yeah. Absolutely. Last year and this year, there was a bow hunt up in Ohio that some guys went on as a 4-person deal. And as far as I know, we have that one again on the block this year, and that's kind of I think it's pretty much an all-inclusive kind of deal. There's a cabin and place to stay and all that good stuff. But I'll look for some more of the information to kind of be more accurate in what I'm saying. But I know we have a hog hunt, we have a couple of duck hunts, and then I think another deer hunt maybe. So we're real excited about the way all that's turning, and hopefully we're going to be able to put together a pretty exciting night for some folks that want to come out.
Well, I know Southern Outdoors, we will actually be there. We're getting to go, and I am really excited about going to this and excited about the auction, and I'm going to be excited about the whole atmosphere. Right. I'm ready to get there and be a part of this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's real nice to see, in today's world with, God being taken out of so much stuff.
Sure.
You know, it's not in our public schools anymore, and you know what the government's doing, and I'm not going to get into that spiel, but you know, it's so nice to see that on our college campuses that there's
A Christian foundation.
a Christian foundation, something there to give our young adults the help me with my words, Brandon.
Education.
The
spiritual foundation.
Yeah,
There
to
you go.
give them access to that
Right.
there on their campus, where
Right.
so many people come from out of state, to go to these colleges and don't know nobody, and
Right.
and so it gives them a place right there that they can go and worship and
Absolutely.
strengthen their relationship with God. So it's-
Absolutely. Yeah, we have several international students that are part of our ministry, and they're not going anywhere over the breaks. I mean, they can't go home, and they really they don't know anybody when they come to campus. And so for us to be able to open our doors, and for some of them, it might even be the first time that they're exposed to the gospel. And others, we have a guy tonight that'll be at our ministry that's from India. And he's bringing some special Indian food with him tonight. But he came over and didn't know a soul, obviously. And he's a Christian, and he's found a place now to connect with. And he told me the first night after he came that he called his mother and said, "I found someone that's like you, or whatever, over
that
there."
gives me chill bumps.
So it's really amazing to see how God works, and you can't write this stuff down. You can't plan it. I mean, God does things when you least expect it.
And that is so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
and does things that we don't understand.
Right.
That
His
it's all
timing is
part of his great plan.
Absolutely.
And you're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your Good Things Fishing Report, and we'll be back with more when we come back.
Hi folks, David Sergine at Hickson Autoplex in Monroe, and I want to thank you for helping us break all sales records in June and July. And we're not stopping here. People are driving from all over Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Texas to take advantage of our upfront pricing. It really makes getting a great deal easy. With over 600 new Fords and 250 pre-owned vehicles to choose from, we've got what you're looking for. The reason we sell so many is because you pay so little.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoor Show, it's time now for the Fishing Report, brought to you by Good Things in West Monroe.
Good Things of West Monroe has that one-of-a-kind gift, whether you're looking for rustic, hunting, or western decor. Good Things also carry concealed carry purses by Montana, as well as western and blingy ones too, dresses and wild-colored leggings, and contour tees. Good Things also has Mexican pottery and outdoor decor, just in time for spring and summer. Good Things, 3001 Cypress Street, West Monroe, or on Facebook at Good Things Gifts.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Fishing Report, brought to you by Good Things Gift Shop. This is my wife's favorite shop, and you can get all kinds of good things there, so go by and check them out. Largemouth bass tips for current conditions. 73 degrees is in the largemouth bass prime water temperature range, and fishing should be good right now. Bait fish are much more active in this water temperature, and the largemouth bass will be feeding aggressively throughout the day. This is a great time of the year to be on the water. Crappie tips for current conditions. Crappie prefers this water temperature and will be actively feeding and staying in solid patterns. Bait fish are more active and schooling in all parts of the lake in this water temperature. Catfish tips for current conditions. The entire catfish family is very active and actively feeding in this water temperature. All catfish, including blue catfish, flathead, and channel catfish, will be looking for their next meal. It's a perfect time to get out on the water and fill the freezer. Good luck out there.
Now, back to the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to your crazy crew here at Southern Outdoors. I'm Brandy Watson. We have Todd Causey. We also have Mr. Alan Johnson in with the UIM Wesley Foundation talking about the 3rd annual Sportsman's Auction. And I know, hunting season is fast approaching. I mean, this is just getting here like really quick. And Mother Nature, bless her heart, she just can't make up her mind what she wants to do, because you walk out one day and it feels like it's late October, early November in Louisiana, and the next day it's what, 95 degrees and humid and sticky, typical Louisiana weather. So I mean, it's just crazy. When it starts cooling off, you automatically start thinking about hunting, and that's the way it's been the past few days. And I know Todd has got bow hunting on the brain.
Definitely bow hunting on the brain. I've been like I was telling you earlier, been looking for found some new bow spots, got some new bow stands on our lease, and been looking at them, trying to find ways to, strategies on how I'm gonna make my setups and stuff. Because as Brandy said on the show, I'm very picky about a bow stand.
He's OCD.
And there can be the best trail, the best food source, the best everything can be perfect spot for a stand. But if I don't find the exact right tree and the exact right angle, then I won't put a stand there. So I'm real picky. So it usually takes me a while to find a spot. And these are 2 brand new spots, and I should have had them picked out by now. I'm a little late, but we've been doing a lot of home projects around the house, so had to get all of them done first. Finally got almost all of those done. So got the main ones done. So I'm real excited about getting back out there, possibly this weekend, and maybe getting to hang a stand.
Yeah, the clock's ticking on all.
Oh yeah, because it's coming fast. It's coming real fast. Luckily, I shoot my bow year round, so it's not the situation where I got to get out here and start shooting. So I shoot all the time, so I don't have to worry about that. A lot of guys, they don't. 3 days before hunting season, they go hunting. Where did I put my bow? They go find their bow and open up a case and the string's broke, or it needs work, or it's not sighted in. It's going to bump their sights off, and then they got to run frantically to try to get their stuff set up and run to a bow shop 3 days before bow season opens. Don't think you're going to get your bow back for bow season.
Yeah.
We have a very small number of archery shops in the area, from Monroe to Ruston, Shreveport, and you got Simmons up there in Bastrop. It's very few and a whole lot of bow hunters, so that's why I work on my own bow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Take care of my own stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. Looking forward to this event. I know, going there. Travis, he's a big bow hunter, with Bone Collector, and just it'd be interesting to hear some of his stories and things he does, and hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. He's apparently a pretty big dude too. He's a tall, big joker, man.
Yeah.
From what I know. So and everybody says he's just the nicest guy in the world. So we're really looking forward to having him next Thursday. So.
And has a comedian personality. He's funny. I'm watching Bone Collector and seeing him on there, and he used to come on Real Trees Monster Bucks episodes. Back before it was on TV, and it was just a DVD you got every and they did the little archery tournament at the end, and he come out, and I can't remember what the character's name he was playing, but he had the redneck teeth in, and
sure,
stuff. But,
yeah.
But that was funny. He's I like watching him on the show. It took me when I first started watching him, he got all he wanted to do is shoot a doe,
Yeah.
He just wanted to shoot a doe, And of course now, he gets out there and gets, back then it had been funny.
Yeah.
So now he with Bone Collector, he gets more serious, but they do have a lot of fun on that show,
Yeah.
Like they say, it's a different kind of hunting show.
Yeah.
I really like.
And I think that's the main thing, with any type of hunting, whether you have where you're on a show or you have a show or whatever, is have fun doing it. And there's moments that you're hunting. It does not matter who you are. That there's moments that you're going to have the goof ups and the bloopers, and then you're just like, no. And that's just part of it, but that's what makes it so fun.
Exactly, and it's fun that they share that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But
But and okay, let's do the Todd bow hunting season countdown. How many days we got?
oh Lord,
I caught him off guard.
caught me off
tonight.
guard with that one. I don't think I can.
Every week
come
he's
up
been down
with
to the minute and the hour and everything.
Yeah, I don't think I can pull it up off the top of my head just that fast,
You should have a timer on your phone, constantly counting down.
Yeah.
Well, with him knowing that well, I thought he did for a while, but I guess he's been looking it up, somewhere and finding exactly how many.
Well, with the radio show doing the segments, the archery talk, and tech tips, and all that. Believe it or not, the radio show will be on Tuesday night, which would be the night before opening day of bow season this year.
Uh-oh.
So my tech tip and archery talk for that night, I've already done it that far in advance.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm only wanting to talk about that night, So
I'm not going to get a word in edgewise.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
But normally on the night before, I'm going through my gear, for the last time, which I've done 15 times by this time. But normally on the last night, I'm going through my gear, make sure everything's right, my clothes are right, my backpack's right, my bow's right. So when we get done with the show, I have to go home and do that before I go to bed to get ready to get up and go hunting the next morning. Not sure if I'm gonna take that week off because it's only be a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then the weekend. But I might, because I've got some bow hunters in our hunting club they're coming up and hunting that week.
Yeah.
They're gonna be up, so I might go ahead and take that week off too, and hunt with them. It's fun. Hunting is more than just going out there and killing something.
Sure.
You get the experience of killing something. Shooting you a big buck and getting that trophy on the wall, or filling the freezer up with some venison for your family. But the memories and the fellowship you get with your hunting partners and around the camp, telling stories by the fire, joining in on the camp cooking and cooking jambalaya or like Waylon cooks every year, apostolai or deer gravy, and all that stuff that's what hunting's about too. It's not just about, okay, let's go kill something,
Sure.
It's about everything that is involved with it. So I like to be off and be hunting when those guys are up. And that way I'm not out there on the lease all by myself. Nobody to share the experience with. If you do, kill that big buck, So it's just nice when everybody's up and we're all hunting together and helping each other out and looking out for each other. Then getting back to the camp and telling our stories and well, this is how I messed up today. This is what I did. Had him coming in there and drop my release or whatever it might be. So that's fun. I enjoy that.
You need somebody to hold the camera.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what works out so great. I do shoot archery, but I'm not a bow hunter. So it gives me time to be able to, go out with him and, maybe actually get some good footage of him being on camera this year. And see, I'm a big gun hunter.
Right.
So come the last week of October, I'm going to be in that stand just like he's in that stand the first week of bow season. So I'm excited. We're both looking forward to that. And it's just like you just can't get here quick enough. So
now, usually by this time, we've had trail cameras out for a month at least, and got all kinds of pictures and stuff of deer and seeing what our bucks are and picking out what we might shoot and what we're going to let go and stuff. So, but we run a little bit, or I'm running a little bit behind schedule. She's already got her cameras out on a couple of her spots, so she's already getting some pictures. So I'm sitting and looking at her pictures, and I'm like, I got to get my stand out so I can, my camera's out, and I got to get it so I can get me some pictures, So, because I don't get to hunt her stands,
But you're listening to Hicks and Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your Dan Lord Plumbing Archery Talk, and we'll be back with more after this.
Why are so many people choosing Hickson Autoplex in Monroe? Over 600 new Fords and 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Upfront pricing on every new and pre-owned vehicle in stock makes getting a great deal easy. Shop online at HicksonFordMonroe.com, where our e-commerce specialist will deliver a great price and an unbelievable shopping experience without ever leaving your home or office. The reason we sell so many is you pay so little.
On the Hicks and Ford Southern Outdoor Show, it's time now for your archery talk.
Dan Lord Plumbing, LLC, the place for all your plumbing needs, from big to small. Dan Lord Plumbing puts in septic tanks, treatment plants for residential and commercial, and even new construction. Dan Lord Plumbing has a camera and jetter service and can locate utilities. Dan Lord Plumbing, LLC. Don't go to sleep with a leak.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Archery Talk. The ATA, Archery Trade Association, releases a new website tailored to new archers and bow hunters called Archery 360. Archery's recent surge in popularity uncovered a need for easy-to-find online information for beginners. How to shoot, where to shoot, what to buy, and how to buy it. Archery 360 was created to help fill this void. Equally critical is Archery 360's commitment to archery-related news, which provides constant and timely archery buzz along with timeless resources like the site's Getting Started in Archery section created as a starting point for those new to the sport. Other features include the shop locator, which allows you to search shops by distance and by services offered. They also have event listings, which covers complete event coverage and provides a list of all major U.S. events for those looking to compete. The website is www.archery360.com, and I have checked it out, and is a good site for the archery fanatic. Thanks, and this has been your Southern Outdoors Archery Talk, brought to you by Dan Lord Plumbing, where you can get all of your plumbing needs. Don't go to sleep with a leak.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
Welcome back to Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. Don't forget to download your Red Peach Radio app on your Android or iPhone and listen to us anywhere in the world. Also go to Z1075FM.com and watch us live on the webcam. And if you have any questions or there's anything you'd like to hear, you can email us at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com or check us out on Facebook at Southern Outdoors Radio on Facebook. Send us a message. Let us know about. It's going to be about that time to start getting your pictures sent in, so don't forget that. We're going to do the Big Buck Contest again this year come hunting season. So, start thinking about that. Also, the kids that are getting involved, maybe this is your first year you took them hunting, send us their pictures. Let us know the stories. We always want to hear those stories about the children. So, because if, we have got to keep the kids involved. We've got to get the kids involved. We've got to keep the kids involved because, one day we're not going to be here and they're going to be the ones to keep the hunting tradition alive.
That's exactly right, and it's always good to get them kids out from in front of the TVs, the computers, the iPads, the iPhones, the video games, and all that stuff.
Well, he'd say it better than I say it, because I say a whatchamacallit and a thingamajigger and a doodle-em-a-bobbing or whatever, because I can't remember the words to all them things.
Get them out into the great outdoors so they too can enjoy, what God has provided for us. Mm-hmm. That's exactly, what it is. What is God's grocery store?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hey, and it's pure, fresh, no tainted meat. It's not been stuffed into this
steroids and chemicals
jacked
and
up
growth
on
hormones
steroids
and all
whatever,
that
and put in this.
That's right.
Container. I mean, you got to think about cramming, I don't know, 500 head of cattle in this little bitty barn, and they're all right up on each other and being jacked up on steroids. And you really think that stuff's pure? You want pure? Go to God's grocery store. It's as pure as you're gonna get.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Oh, I lost my shoe.
Hate it when that happens. But tell us more about the ministry and everything else that y'all do.
Well, yeah, for sure. We do go on mission trips, like I said earlier, and we do some in the area. We do some things in Monroe, right around the campus. We've also been to Lake Providence and done some community outreach things there, where we've set up in the park and done like a hot dog cookout and invited just the neighborhood kids to come out, and then have some of our students share testimony and play some games and stuff. We've done that a couple different times. And then I told you about our student that's in Mexico. We take a group to Mexico every December and usually build 2 houses. It's with a group called Casas por Cristo, which is houses because of Christ, or houses for Christ. And we raise money to go. We usually take anywhere from 25 to 30 students, and we split up into 2 teams, and you build a house from the ground up in 3 days, which is pretty small. It's about the size of a lot of people's sheds. Actually, maybe half of a shed, is here in North Louisiana. But we build an 11 by 22 house, and there's also a larger size house that we can build depending on the size of the family. And so we'll take students down there from the ground up. I mean, it doesn't have indoor plumbing, but it's wired for electricity. It's insulated, has a ceiling fan. So it's a structure that will keep them out of the weather, especially it gets really, really cold down there. And as far as heating goes, they might have some kind of plug-in-the-wall heater, but there's no central heat, things like that. And so the insulation really actually can save lives. Those houses can. And the ministry that we work with down there, they're real intentional about connecting with the churches in those areas in Mexico. And so what they will do is the people in the neighborhoods will go apply through the church and meet with a pastor, and he'll know if they need a house or not. and then that way, we may come down there and build a house for them, but they have a long-term connection with the church in the area who will follow up with them, check on their needs on a regular basis, invite them to church services, and give them an opportunity to grow. So, and we've been doing that for several years now, and that same missionary group has expanded to Guatemala and the Dominican Republic. And so we've had students go to Guatemala the past 3 summers and do a similar type build down there. And just to keep rolling on mission activities, we're sending a group to Thailand in December to work with some areas that fight against human trafficking and stuff over there. So we're trying to do lots of things for the glory of God and to be God's people in this earth. We throw around the verse from Genesis 12 quite a bit, that we're blessed to be a blessing, and that's really rings true, I think, in what we do at Wesley, and kind of keeps us in perspective,
And speaking of Bible verses, you listen to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5, and we're going to take you to the Southern Outdoors Bible verse for today.
Well, the good book says it, so I know it's true. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You better watch where you go and remember where you've been. That's the way I see it. I'm a simple man.
This is the Bible verse on the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show.
On your Southern Outdoors Bible verse for this week, we go to Matthew 6, verse 33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. God desires us to seek him every day. When it comes to seeking God, there are no closed seasons, and unlike wild game that we pursue, God wants us to find him through a relationship with his son, Jesus. And your Southern Outdoors Bible verse for this week was Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. God bless.
Now back to the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5. It's not just hunting, it's a way of life.
And welcome back to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. I'm your host, Brandy Watson. We have Todd Causey and Mr. Alan Johnson in the studio with us this evening. We also would like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank Hickson Autoplex over on Louisville Avenue. If you need a new car, truck, van, go over there and see them at Hickson Autoplex. Also, Nomi's Pawn and Gun in Jonesboro, Louisiana. They have everything from diamonds to double barrels. And of course, Dan Lord Plumbing. Don't go to sleep with a leak. Wild Things Custom Meats. They have the best buffalo bacon burger you can possibly imagine. And they also have them award-winning jalapeno poppers that are absolutely amazing.
They are, and Gene's going to come out and do a catering job for my company on the 21st of August this year. I said that like it's a long way away, didn't I? But this month is what I meant. Doing a celebration for my team. My team has went now 3 years consecutive without having a recordable incident, so I had got Gene with Wild Things to come out and cater some bacon buffalo burgers and some elk sausage and jalapeno poppers. So,
and you do realize if you don't bring your wife home, I'm going to lock you out. Your wife home a buffalo bacon burger and jalapeno popper, I'm going to lock you out of the house.
I'll take care of you.
Man, I wish they'd show up with some of those right now.
I know.
Sounds real good.
Gene, if you're listening, we're hungry.
So, looking forward to having him there, and I've been telling the guys about it, and how good those burgers are and those jalapeno poppers. So I'm looking forward to the event.
Yeah, and we're not just joking. It's one of the best burgers I have ever had in my life. It is absolutely amazing. So, and he also has this thing called Sassy Pickles, and I'm telling you, they are amazing. I can sit down and eat a whole jar, can eat them like candy. They're oh.
By a matter of fact, me and Glenn finished off that jar.
I noticed that. Yeah, y'all took my last Sassy Pickles. Mm-hmm. I am like, y'all are in trouble. Yeah. But that's okay, because I'm going to get another jar real soon.
I'll run over one day this week or maybe next week and get another jar. Maybe I'll start buying them in the case instead of the jar.
That might work.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
We also want to thank B&L Marine over in Monroe. If you need a new duck bait to get you out in the water, go over there and see them at B&L Marine. And last but not least, Good Things. Good Things has all good things if you're hunting for hunting, rustic or Western decor. They also have some Christian decor, different things. They also have Mexican pottery. They have some dresses, hats, jewelry, anything you want. And if they don't have it, they'll find it and order it for you. So go over there and check them out at 3001 Cypress Street in West Monroe.
That's exactly right. And I'm looking forward to.
I got to go get my thing from Good Things.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that
I need to do that tomorrow.
mural or whatever you want to call that thing. To put on, she's got us. They ordered it for us. They found one somewhere, and she went over there and seen it, and they ordered one or went and found. I don't remember the whole story, but it's made out of metal and it's real big. I don't know what the dimensions are, but it's real big. But then hangs on the wall, and it's got a light behind it, and it's got deer.
I thought it was a picture of you.
Oh no! No, they wouldn't want to have that. You couldn't give it. You had to pay somebody to take that thing off your hands. But it's a picture of deer, and we're going to put it on the back porch of our house.
Oh yeah.
And with a light shining out, so I think it's going to be really cool.
It's
going to look good with the deer horns we have hanging on the post of the porch. So.
Yeah, our house, we're trying to make it look like a rustic lodge, and it's actually coming along really, really well.
That sounds awesome.
So, it's nice.
It's about to look like a hunting camp.
It's right. It's fixing there to be camouflage everywhere. But anyway, that's okay too. It's not just hunting. It's our way of life. But, and we are so close to deer season. As everybody knows, the first day of bow season is October the 1st. So, and for the different areas, Area 1, as far as primitive firearms, is November 8th. Area 2 is October 18th through the 24th. Area 3 for primitive firearms is October the 11th through the 17th. For 4 primitive firearms, let's see, bucks only is January the 26th through the 31st, and either sex is November the 8th through the 14th. You can actually go to your Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and get more on this, but I will tell you about still season real quick before I run through all this real quick. Area 1 for still season opens November the 15th. For Area 2, it's October the 25th. For Area 3, it's October 18th. And for Area 4, bucks only, unless either sex season is in progress, is November 15th. And let's see, Area 6 is November 15th. Now, if you want to go back and look how the areas are divided up, because some of them are kind of catty-cornered, I guess, for lack of a better word, go to your Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and make sure what area you're in, especially if you're right there on the line. They actually have all this information up at the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, and their books should be coming out soon at, your local source where you can usually pick your Louisiana regulation books up.
That's right, and I'm looking forward to getting those books. I like coming through them and looking, and of course, we've got all the data there that she's put off the internet, but looking through there and see what's changing and things like that. So.
Yeah, there has been some as far as dove season. We were actually talking about this.
Yeah, dove season. We'll get some
I think
extra
you're getting
time
30 extra
hunting.
days this year as far as dove season, so that'll be some new rules.
And you get to start hunting at daylight on opening day instead of noon.
So, and let's see, some of the major changes: allowance for small game hunters to carry buckshot and or slug while small game hunting on private lands. So that's a new change. And then, let's see, there's modifications to a few different parishes. You can look that up because that goes into really detail. Establishment of a lottery and lease program for mooring and houseboats of the Atchafalaya Delta. Elimination of requirement for the annual military permit on Camp Beauregard, Fort Polk, and Peason Ridge wildlife management areas. Addition of the 2015 turkey regulation season to include the regulations pamphlet and eliminate the separate turkey brochures. That's some more things. And let's see. Here's the rule that I was hunting for dove. Change to opening day shooting hours for dove season from 12 noon to 30 minutes before sunrise. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Change to opening day shooting hours for dove season from 12 noon to 30 minutes before sunrise, except, there's where the word comes in, except on wildlife management areas and LDWF leased dove fields, which will remain at 12 noon.
So that's exciting to get to, go out and dove season opens up in September, so normally it's still hot.
Sure. Yeah.
Get out there a little bit early in the morning when it's still a little bit cooler instead of having to wait till noon to go dove hunting.
But you're listening to Hickson Ford, Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. We're going to take you to your B&L Marine outdoor calendar, and we'll be back with more after this.
Hi folks, David Sergine at Hickson Autoplex in Monroe, and I want to thank you for helping us break all sales records in June and July. And we're not stopping here. People are driving from all over Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Texas to take advantage of our upfront pricing. It really makes getting a great deal easy. With over 600 new Fords and 250 pre-owned vehicles to choose from, we've got what you're looking for. The reason we sell so many is because you pay so little.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show, now it's time for the Outdoor Calendar, brought to you by B&L Marine.
Ready to hit the water? Need that perfect boat? Well, B&L Marine in Monroe has you covered with a big boat clearance sale now. Save on Bayliner ski boats. Save on Express and Crestliner fishing or duck boats. Veranda pontoon boats too. And through September 2nd, B&L Marine also has Yamaha and Evinrude motors with a 5-year warranty. So hit the water in style with B&L Marine. Check them out on Facebook or stop by 110 Old Bastrop Road, Monroe.
Welcome to Southern Outdoors Event Calendar, brought to you by B&L Marine, where you can get all of your boating needs. Tonight, August 5th, is the NRA banquet at 6 p.m. at the Wynn Parish Fairgrounds Civic Center. Tickets are $35 each or $60 for a couple and can be purchased at the Family Jewel Box, Versace Gun, or Sportsman's Traded, located in Winfield, Louisiana. August 9th will be the Tupal Bowman Club Shoot. August 14th, ULM Wesley Foundation's 3rd Annual Sportsman's Auction with special guest Travis T-Bone Turner. This is a live auction and dinner fundraiser at the Lee Joyner, UMC. Tickets are $30. Door opens at 6:30. Dinner at 7. Meet and greet tickets $50. Contact Derek Kennedy at 318-614-5856. August 23rd, the LRA Louisiana Restaurants Association's Northwest Chapter presents the 5th Annual Clay Shoot at Las Palomas Sporting Range in Benton, Louisiana. The fundraiser supports the local LRA Education Foundation Pro Start program. Enter a 4-man team for $400 or $100 for an individual shooter. Both include lunch and shirts. The deadline for entry is August 12th. For more information, you can call Angela at 318-366-1326. If you have an event you would like to have added to the outdoor calendar, you can contact us by Facebook message at Southern Outdoors Radio Facebook page or email us at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
On there.
Welcome back to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. I'm your host, Brandy Watson, and we have Toddler over there in the studio working the board.
Toddler, the host with a nickname.
And we also have special guest Alan Johnson with the ULM Wesley Foundation 3rd Annual Sportsman's Auction. Now, Wesley, tell us about the tickets, where people can get their tickets and all that kind of good stuff.
Absolutely. We have tickets 2 different ways, actually. You can buy a $30 ticket, which gets you in the door at 6:30, gives you time to peruse the auction items and kind of pick out what you might want to bid on, and then we'll have the dinner at 7 and then the auction to follow. But if you want to come a little bit earlier and maybe get some extra time with T-Bone, we have some special meet and greet tickets, which will get you in the door at 6 o'clock, so 30 minutes before everybody else. Hopefully maybe to get a picture with him and maybe hear him give you a tip or two or whatever. So.
And the meet and greet tickets are actually $50.
And they're $50.
Yeah,
right.
They're $50 per person, and the regular tickets are $30 per person.
$30 per person. Absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of our plan. And so, and again, all this money goes towards our campus ministry.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're just trying to keep doing what we're doing on our campus and do even more things as we head into the future. So we're real excited about that. And like I said, we're trying to put together a really good night. One of my good friends, Chad Brooks, he's pastor of a new church start called Foundry in the Sterlington area. And Chad is a big country music fan, and so he's going to be there during that kind of 6:30 to 7 time frame, just playing some old country songs and stuff like that. He's a pretty talented guy. So it's going to be lots of fun. There's music, and then the auction, the dinner, T-bone, testimony. It should be a really, really good night. So
I'm looking forward to it. We don't get out of Gar's Mill that often. You know?
We don't get out of the woods. We like to stay with the are.
Yeah, we stay in the woods all the time. So we every now and then we like to get out and go to Monroe or Shreveport or somewhere and have bite to eat and stuff like that. But
and it makes it even better when we're going to a Sportsman's Alliance to benefit the Wesley Foundation. So that even makes it better.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good time.
But you're listening to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors. We're going to take you to your Wild Things custom meat recipe of the week, and we'll be back after this.
On the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show, it's time now for the recipe of the week. Brought to you by Wild Things Custom Meats.
Wild Thing Custom Meat serves a unique custom buffalo bacon burger, pork, elk, and buffalo sausage. And their pickles are, out of this world. Wild Thing Custom Meats caters festivals, private events, and company gatherings. Wild Thing Custom Meats, where everything is homemade and nothing is out of a box. They also do hog processing. So check them out on Facebook at Wild Thing Custom Meats or stop by 126 Oscar Kilpatrick Road, Taylor. On your Southern Outdoors recipe for this week, we have smoked and spicy pork loin. You need to have a pork loin, fajita seasoning, brown sugar, orange zest, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and raspberry chalupa sauce. Mix fajita seasoning, brown sugar, and zest of 1 orange in a food processor. Rub entire pork loin with the rub. Cook on directed heat using pecan wood. Chips in a tin foil pouch are fine as well. Cook this for about 30 minutes per each side. Remove from the heat and place on a double layer of aluminum foil. Add the Worcestershire sauce and wrap tightly. Return to indirect heat for 2 hours. Remove from heat and allow to rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Then slice or pull. Serve with a raspberry chalupa sauce. And this has been your so good Southern Outdoors recipe of the week.
Let's get back to more on the outdoors way of life with the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show on Z107.5.
And welcome back to Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. And like I said, we have been in the studio, or we have actually had Mr. Alan Johnson in the studio with us tonight. And Alan, we thank you so much for being here, and we're so looking forward to the 3rd Annual Sportsman's Expo. Now tell us, where can people pick these tickets up at?
That's an easy thing to do. The Wesley Foundation, our main number is 318-343-2944. You can call that number and speak to either myself or Margie or Missy, and they'll connect you with some tickets really easily. So it's not a problem.
Okay, and we also have this information up on the Southern Outdoors Radio Facebook page. So if you want any more information, you can go to Southern Outdoors Radio. The number, the time of the event, and everything is right there on the flyer that we posted on the page. And, hey, be there, come out and hang out with Mr. Allen, hang out with T-Bone, and hang out with the Southern Outdoors crew, because we're looking forward to being there.
Yeah, enjoy some great jambalaya.
Absolutely.
A lot of nice auction items. I know you were talking about a hunt a while ago. You had some information on one of the hunts?
I've got some information on one of the hunts. We have several hunts. We have a hog hunt. We have a couple of duck hunts. But this duck hunt is it's a 2-day deal in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and then a 2-day duck hunt, and then an afternoon squirrel hunt. And they've set it up to kind of be a father and son thing. So 2 pairs of father and sons, if that makes any sense. And that includes your license, your food, and staying at the camp. It's kind of an all-inclusive deal. And that's at Kamek Duck Club near Clarksdale, Mississippi. So that's just one of our really good hunts that we have. And so we're real excited about what we're going to be able to offer next Thursday night.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like being a father and son hunt. So it's give a father and son some time to get out there and get some quality time. Doing some duck hunting, a little bit of squirrel hunting. Hang around the campfire, talking about their hunt that day and stuff. Another great opportunity to get a kid involved.
Sure.
So.
And for some folks, they may not have a place to take their kid, and so another great reason to bid on a hunt. I think if you don't have a spot to go to.
Exactly. Getting the kids involved is always. I mean, that's something you have to continue to do. Getting kids involved with outdoors. Because if you don't, the way society's going today, our kids will wind up doing nothing but sitting behind computers. Never getting outside. I mean, I don't think there's a kid alive, young kids today, that even know what garden hose water tastes like.
Seriously, but now you say it, you don't. And that's like, I remember I had some kids at the house one day, and I'm like, go outside and play, and they're like, with what? I'm like, build a fort, and they're like, what? And I'm like, seriously? I mean, we would go out when we were children, and you went out when the sun came up, and you didn't come back in until it got dark. Usually the dark was optional because my parents and my aunt and my grandma was usually having to drag me in to make me come in because we're playing chase at night in the dark. You're gonna get on the snake, get back in the house.
You got up in the morning time, you ate breakfast, and you hit the yard.
Right.
Lunchtime, Mama make you a sandwich and a glass of Kool-Aid or tea or lemonade, and you ate that sandwich and you back out in the yard.
Yeah.
If you came in between that, guess what? You had to stay in, and that was punishment to have to stay in.
Yeah.
We had the yard. I mean, we had the woods behind our house, and I can't tell you. Back in them days, you could have dropped me out of an airplane blindfolded and just hit the ground and take the blindfold off. I could tell you exactly where I was at because I didn't climb every one of those trees out there. And played in the creek, then done it all. So I mean, that's the way we were back there. And today, there's a lot of kids that don't get that experience.
You put a kid outside, they think it's punishment. You lock them outside and tell them, hey, just go outside and play. They're like, oh my God, let me in! Oh my God, something's gonna get me!
Mm-hmm.
That's the way. And we were growing up, that's where we wanted to be. That's still where we want to be, and I'm an adult. I still want to be outside.
That's right.
Absolutely.
But getting the kids involved with outdoors is always a great thing. But
yeah, and our deal next Thursday is kind of a great family kind of deal. I feel like. I mean, the past couple of years we've had families there, and it's a good time, and kids get excited about looking at all the stuff, and we're actually going to have some little puppies there too. They're part lab, and and they look really cute. They look just like labs. They must be about 3/4 labs.
And I'm sure you're trying to get rid of these puppies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
I'm
I
sure
might know the owner.
A mother is not going to be too happy with you because there's going to be a kid throwing a pig. Oh, I want to take the puppy home. So.
Yeah. So we're hoping that happens. But stuff like that is always fun too. We had one dog last year, but we have a few this year that we can auction off.
I'm sure I can find some more people, and we'll get you some hog dogs. There's some hog dogs in there, some deer dogs. What you want?
That's right. But yeah, I feel like for the general sportsman of North Louisiana, that this will be a fun event to be at. Just the whole package. It'll be worth coming to. We've got some ULM season tickets that are going to be auctioned off. Like 4 rounds of golf at one of the local golf courses. So I mean, I feel like no matter what you're into, if it's outdoors sporting related, it'll be a good night.
That's good. I'm really looking excited, looking forward to being there, and think it's gonna be an exciting event.
Yeah, I'm ready for next Thursday night. But you've been listening to Hickson Ford, Southern Outdoors, and Alan, we want to thank you again for being here with us tonight. We're looking forward to next Thursday night. But you've been listening to Hickson Ford, Southern Outdoors on Z107.5. If you have any suggestions or if there's anything you would like to hear, shoot us an email at southernoutdoorsradio@yahoo.com or check us out on Facebook at Southern Outdoors Radio. We would like to thank all of our listeners and all of our fans out there tonight. Everybody from Canada, Costa Rica, everybody down there in South Louisiana, Winfield, Ruston, and all around the state. Remember, I'm Brandy Watson. That's Todd Causey. It's not just hunting.
It's a way of life.
Listen every Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the Hickson Ford Southern Outdoors Show with Brandy Watson and Todd Causey. Check out the website for southernoutdoorsradio.com. Come on back next week at 6 p.m. for Hickson Ford's Southern Outdoors on Big Z Country, Z107.5.
We are bringing the big straight to your radio.
Hey, this is Keith Urban.
Hi, this is Miranda Lambert.
Hey, we're the Band Perry.
Hey, everybody, I'm Blake Shelton.
This is The Big Time with Whitney Allen. And online at thebigtimeonline.com.